시작은 달콤하게 평범하게 나에게 끌려 언제나 그랬듯이 먼저 말을 걸어와 모든 가능성 열어둬 사랑은 뭐다 이미 수식을 해두었어 난 왜 이렇게 말을 서게 알잖아 지루한 걸 조금 다쳐도 넌 괜찮아 넌 나를 원해 넌 내게
growing up in this world, we quickly realize that there are symbols, and these symbols have some kind of meaning to them, and we are always trying to figure out what that pattern is, or how to break that code. For some children, it's they pick it up very very easily. For other kids, it's a challenge. They're not able to really differentiate and pick up these patterns easily, and they need to be explicitly taught these relationships. So today what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through the letter sounds for the alphabet from A through Z. But the first thing I want to mention is letter names and letter sounds are two different things. When I say letter name, I mean exactly that. It's the name of the letter, name of the letter of the alphabet. We teach kids letter names through the alphabet song, the ABC song, and letter sounds are, now these letter names have a very specific sound, and we're going to go through some of those sounds. We're just going to go through some of the basic sounds from A through Z. So as I go through each of the letters of the alphabet and give the sounds for each of the letters, I'm actually going to be doing three things for each of the letters. I'm going to be saying the letter name, and I'm going to be giving a keyword, which is usually an object, something for the student to refer back to connect the object to the sound he's trying to remember. And the last thing is the letter sound. So for example, for the letter A, I would say A, apple, A. A is the letter name, apple is the key word, and A is the sound. Starting with A, apple, A. B, bear, B. C, cat, K. D, duck, D. E, elephant, E. F, fish, G, guitar, G. H, horse, H. I, igloo, I. J, jelly bean, J. K, kite, K. L, lion, L. M, mouse, M. N, nest, N. O, ostrich, A. P, pig, P. Q, queen. Now here the reason why they have the QU is because usually, well actually, always is the rule, Q and U are always partners. So you'll always find Q and U together in a word. R, rooster, S, seal, T, tiger, T. U, umbrella, V, volcano, v. W, wagon, w. X, fox, x. Y, yo-yo, y. Z, zebra, z. Now, a couple of things to remember, to really take note of is, when we're doing letter sounds, I think a lot of times we have the tendency to over-accentuate some of the sounds and even introduce new sounds. And what I mean by that is we have a tendency to add a sound at the end of a sound we're trying to teach. And we don't even know it, but we do it. But it's very confusing for kids. An example would be T. Now, T is T, tiger, t. A lot of times I hear parents, teachers teach it as t. Right? And when we're saying t, we're saying the t, and we're saying an sound at the end of that. So it's very confusing for kids who are trying to put together sounds and string them together. Another one is, for example, is B. It's B, bear, b. A lot of times I hear teachers, parents say buh or buh. So they're really accentuating this, that there's another sound at the end of that. So we want to be really mindful when we're doing the sounds to really keep it short and to really use the correct sounds for the letter names and not add any vowels, no matter how unintentional it may be. So the video is a great resource, but also you can also go online and you can actually listen to some of the sounds as audio if you Google it online, if you find those letter sounds. So I'm just going to go over some of the most important sounds, which are the vowels. Now, vowel sounds are really important because words, when we string words together, these are kind of the glue that connects consonants together. Even when we use syllables, syllables always have at least one vowel in it. So it's important that we really focus on the vowels. So here we have A, apple, a. E, elephant, e. I, igloo, I. O, ostrich, ah. U, umbrella, Now, when I teach it, I actually use different keywords that I find easier, but since I have the graphics for these, I use these for the video. But I actually use, for A, I use A, apple, a. But for E, I use, it's what Wilson also uses. It's E, ed, e. Now, it's a very short word, so kids really have a lot of opportunity to really listen very carefully just for that first sound. I feel sometimes with the elephant, there's a lot going on, so I personally use E, ed, e. And for I actually use I, ich, I. So again, it's a very short word. Kids really have opportunity to listen for that first sound, which is I. For O, I use O, octopus, ah. So it's O, octopus, ah. And for U, I use another short one, which is U, up,